Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Three Trails Tarot. Thank you for joining me today for this general reading for July 2021 for you, Gemini. Now, because it is a general reading, it may or may not resonate with you, but I hope you decide to stay throughout the entire reading because you never know, there might be parts of the reading that you will find helpful or applicable to your current situation. Also, if you stay with me until the end, you will be able to ask a personal question, and I will pull an answer from the Divine Goddess Oracle deck for you. I want you also to be aware that there are people pretending to be us tarot readers from the YouTube, and they're going around soliciting personal information and payment for whatever, I don't know. But they're not me. So if someone says they're Three Trails Tarot, that is not me, because number one, I do not do personal readings. And so therefore, number two, there's no need for me to go around asking for personal information or for payment. So I will never, ever ask you to pay for anything, and I will not be contacting you to find out who you are. Okay, so be aware of that, please. I don't want anyone getting hurt by these people who are trying to impersonate us or fraud you in some way. All right, so let's see what we have for you, Gemini, for July 2021. I hope you're all doing really great out there. I know some of the states are over 100 degrees in heat. So please stay cool, drink lots of water, and I hope you have a nice, safe place to be during this very, very hot time period for many of the states experiencing these heat waves. Okay, so we have Seven of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, King of Swords, the Lovers, and Ace of Cups. We have Five of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Nine of Swords, Ace of Swords, Six of Swords. Wow, a lot of thinking going on. Ten of Cups, Five of Cups, Knight of Swords, and Four of Wands. Gemini, you've got a lot on your mind, and you're looks like you're very focused on your career or your income. All right, so let's see. Let's go ahead and do your reading. So it looks like you have worked very hard, and you were waiting for some things to come about. You were waiting to see how those things that you put in place, like maybe some investments or career change or some financial plans, how those are going to be working out for you. So you must have done this like in the beginning of the year or last month, and you're now in waiting stage. There's also been a lot of competition that you've had to deal with to get something that you want, and you fought very hard for it. So I believe that this coincides with this Seven of Pentacles, and that's why you're waiting to see, was it worth it? Is it going to work out? Because you fought very hard for that. We also see you here having either moved or planning to move. This looks like this is an actual like relocation card, so it's likely that you relocated, you moved to another state, or you moved to a different building. Maybe you bought a house, something like that. But you did definitely move. Now, you really are very focused on having something much better for yourself. Because here we see with the King of Pentacles, you're making a lot of planning. You're doing a lot of planning on how to feel more stable, how to feel more secure with your situation. You have ambition to grow your resources, and that's where your focus is throughout the month of July. And see, you're even implementing new plans. There's so many different things that you're trying and wanting to use to stabilize yourself and to grow your financial security. So here we see with the Ten of Cups that a lot of this planning is working out for you and your family. We see you moving into a stage where you're starting to feel a little bit more comfortable, more stable. You have you're able to afford some things that you've been wanting to afford, but you're not done yet. It looks like this is just the beginning of you being more aggressive with this, with your finances, because here we see you with the King of Swords truly making a lot of planning, being very strategic about your planning, wanting to just see what all your options are. So you're doing it with wisdom. See, you got the owl here, and you're just really very focused on making sure that you have no stones left unturned. You just want to make sure you're addressing all of your options. But this is really weighing heavy on you. You must have had some sort of financial scare, I think. It seems, Gemini, that you went through some sort of financial scare, and you don't want to have to go through that again, and you want to make sure that your future is more secure than it was. And this is why you, with the Two of Swords, are having to make some decisions, to make some changes for yourself. And there's a lot of things that are going on that you're just not too sure about yet. And so you feel kind of worried because you really, really do not want to have to go back to whatever situation you had before, where you were feeling, uncomfortable. No one likes to have to worry about their money. Will they be able to pay their bills? Will they be able to buy groceries and things like that? So Gemini, you are just focused on what you don't have, but I think you actually have more than what you believe you have. When you look at this bowl here with the jewels, it's sitting right next to this person in the picture, but the person only has their eyes on the things that they've lost or don't have. So this card is reminding you, look around, look at all your assets, because you probably are in a much better shape than you believe you are. So if you continue on this path here, Gemini, these are going to be your outcomes, okay? So it looks like you want to make sure that your family is secure. So a lot of these activities that you're doing, that are some of them you're already seeing them come to light. You've already starting to enjoy some of the fruits of your investments here that you've started the last few months. That's going to bring you closer to your partner. It's going to bring you closer to your family, and they're going to be very appreciative that you have done this for them and trying to make things more secure for them. But that doesn't mean that it's not going to keep you up at night because you feel that you're really still not where you need to be, and you want to make sure that you get the most that you can sooner than later. So that those things are on your mind. I really see here, Gemini, that your number one concern truly is your finances. And you've done everything that you could. You've moved, you're doing investments, you're making some plans, and you're doing this for the people that you care about. You're doing this for your family, you're doing this for your partner, you're doing this for yourself. And so that's why the outcome is that you will possibly still be very worried and concerned because you have a goal and you haven't reached that yet. It's also because you're concerned, you're going to be taking a lot of action. So I just want to say that this card, even though this is an action card saying, okay, you're on the go, you're ready to go and get it done, it's also reminding you that sometimes things take more time. Things are on their own timeline, and you may want to rush it to reach your goal sooner than later, but it might not be the right time for some of these things that you're trying to get done a lot faster. So just be aware of that pace yourself, look at what can be done, what can be accomplished now, and look at what should take more time, because you don't want to rush it and then it just gets all screwed up, right? Sometimes it's better if you just look at what really is necessary in the timeline. Like, how much time does it really should take for it to come out with good results, versus if you rush it, then it won't have as good results as you wanted. Do you want good results, or do you just want something that's like so because you rushed it? So I guess that would be a question you would want to ask yourself here in your outcome card. Now this is guidance, and here with the guidance we see that Ace of Cups is trying to tell you, hey, your focus has been on this to provide for your family, but also understand that because you've been so focused on this, you may not be as accessible to your family. Maybe you're not giving them as much attention. They definitely appreciate you. They appreciate what you're doing. They see what you're trying to do, but they also need to know that and feel the love that you have for them. So maybe do like a family trip, or take time to take your partner or your sweetheart on a dinner, or just spend some time. They know you're working hard. They know you're doing it for them, but they also would like to have some of your attention. So this card is reminding you that if you have relationships that those people you have relationships with would love to spend more time with you. And so don't forget them. Don't forget them as you're focused on all these other things. And this is saying, you are making your plans, but also trust your inner wisdom and your experience. Use your experience, and also do some research to make sure that you're not just, oh, this plan looks good, so you just want to rush and do that plan. It may not be the best option. Sure, it may be an option, but is it truly the best option for you? And this card is saying, take your time to develop something that will work for you, that is feasible, that is actually a goal that you can achieve. And here, Gemini, we see once again a card that says, don't forget about the family and take time to celebrate your achievements. So let's say you just invested in some stocks, or bought some stocks, and you see that it paid out some dividends. Or let's say that you started a small business or a hustle that actually is doing well for you. Take the time to celebrate that, and celebrate it with your family. Because if you say to yourself, oh, well, yeah, it made money, but it didn't reach my full goal. It only made this much, and my goal was this much. And it's like 20% of what I really wanted. And then you beat yourself up, and you don't appreciate that. You don't celebrate those accomplishments, and that'll just kind of make you not see all of the good stuff that's coming in. So this card is saying, take the time to celebrate even the smallest of your achievements, even the smallest of your successes, and make sure that you celebrate with the people you care about, or would want to celebrate with when you have those successes. So that's what that advice is giving. Let me see if we'll just pull 3 more cards out of this deck, Gemini, just to really get a clarity on your energy here for July, and what you really need to know. And then we'll pull some oracle cards. Okay. So let's see, what else can we find out for you? Okay, so once again, you have the support of your family and your friends for what you're doing. This is just really emphasizing that. So don't forget about them. They exist and they're there for you. So you need to give back and be there for them too. And let's see what else we have, Gemini. Okay, so you are going to get to the point where you're going to feel very comfortable. You are going to get to the point where you're going to be able to give, and you'll be receiving and you'll be giving. So this is the give and take card right here. There will be balance. You will have that income. You're just going to need to have a little bit more patience, it looks like, Gemini, before you get to this point, but you will see that. That's what I see for you. And let's pull one more card. Okay, so this Devil card is basically saying, look, we know you're focused. We know you're trying to get things done. We know that you have some goals that you're trying to reach. But don't let those be your devil. Don't let those keep you from other parts of your life that also need attention. Life should be about balance. Not just work, not just play, not just relationships, but all those things. And when you get too focused on one thing to the point where that's all you do, all you have, it's like you're a puppet of, of that need, of that ambition. So, yes, it's good to have ambition, but not if it gets to the point where you live and breathe and eat just that. It should be balanced. So that's what this card is saying. Don't allow it to become your devil. Don't get so focused on chasing the dollars that you don't see anything else and you miss out on the other things that are important to you. I'm going to go ahead and pull some oracle cards now. Let's see what we can get from here. See if it gives us more clarity or more guidance. So this is your month, July, for Gemini. July is your month for really getting your finances straight. I think you're really headstrong about that with the King of Swords. Okay, so multiverse. And that's just understanding that there are a lot of possibilities, okay? There's a lot of possibilities. So maybe the ideas that you've had already for growing your wealth, you think that that's all there is, and that's why it's moving slowly. Perhaps there are other options that could help it grow faster. So talk to people who are in finance, talk to friends that are doing well and have the acumen for investment. Not just friends that don't know anything about it, but they're just good friends, because I don't know what kind of advice you would be able to get from them if they themselves are in the same situation that you're in. So you want to look for someone who actually knows what they're talking about, that can give you the advice that you need. And then let's see, we'll just pull 2 more cards. Okay, so we have here obstacle, and with the obstacle, it's just saying, okay, so you believe there's certain things that you have to work around, or there's things that are holding you back from doing everything that you want to do. Perhaps it's not enough time. Maybe you also work full time and you just feel that, okay, between working full time and trying to be there for my family, I just don't have enough time to do this extra hustle that I know I could make more with and then transition into. So when you get an obstacle like that, would you feel, oh my gosh, I wish I could do this, I could go to school, but I can't because I don't have enough time. I'm just using time as an example. Ask yourself, am I really seeing all the opportunities and options with getting around not having enough time? Is there something I can do? Can I redo my schedule? Can I delegate some of my work to someone else so that I have a little bit more time to do other things? can responsibilities be split between you and your spouse or your kids or siblings or whatever it is that you think that maybe could be shared. The effort can be shared. So there might be other options for you, but maybe you just didn't realize that they were available to you, so that you can get what you want and maybe get it a little bit sooner. Sometimes it's just how we do things, right, that makes the difference to whether something it becomes, you see the fruits faster or later. Okay. Oh, see this. So this fell. Phenomenon. You might be surprised. I mean, there's just some things that could happen for you that you don't realize how it happened. So just have faith. So this card is saying, have a leap of faith that it will all work out. And see, we see here with this card, don't forget, we've got this card that says you are going to be at a point where you will have give and take. You are going to have a point where you're going to feel comfortable with that. So you may not have all the answers to do the things that you want, because sometimes too our obstacle is hesitation. Sometimes the obstacle is fear of failure or concern that, hey, should I really try this? What if it doesn't work out? Those kind of thoughts. So the phenomenon is just reminding you, sometimes you're not going to get all the answers, but just do the best that you can with the answers that you can find. And like I said, there might be people that that have done well in the areas that you want to do well. They would be good consultants. And of course, there's always Google. And if, there are people on Facebook or groups there that would give some kind of advice similar to what you're trying to do, maybe you can be a member of that and get, help from them. So that's what that's saying. I'm going to go ahead and also pull an angel card for you, Gemini. Now these angel cards also have corresponding gemstones. If you would like to have that energy or reminder of that energy, feeling of that energy around you from the card. So let's see what we get from our angel cards. Okay, Gemini. What advice can we give Gemini? Okay, so we have Archangel Gabriel, and the corresponding stone is dolomite. And let's try to see what dolomite. Oh yeah, boosts creative energy. There you go. That should help you come up with some creative ideas, because and it also encourages charitable actions. And this is the give and take card, so that totally matches. It says here, have you wanted to do something creative? Are you feeling artistic? Let your inspiration flow and generate your insight into manifest reality. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a nice meal, a pretty garden, an amazing photograph, or some sewing project. Regardless, now is the time to produce it. It will bring you fulfillment and purpose. So what I get from this card is, hey, go for it. Don't be afraid to try it. Even if it's something small, it will make you feel good just to know that you tried something and you got it. And that goes back to celebrate even the accomplishments that you have and successes you have, even when they're small. To go ahead and celebrate that. Put that there. And we're going to try these little cards here too. These are the pocket oracle cards. And they really are like pocket cards. Let's see what we have here for you, Gemini. Let's see. All right, so I'm just gonna like pick a card. Here we go. Oh, it's doing a nice tree yoga stance here. It says balance. Discover your inner balance with the outer world. And did I not just mention balance earlier? That life isn't about just one thing. Life is about many things. We have a factor of finance, because that kind of, our world today requires that in order to live the lifestyle that we want. But there's also love, and there's also relationships, and there's also being creative and doing the things that you enjoy doing. So balance is going to help you feel really good about July and become more creative, and perhaps come up with even more ideas that will give you exactly what you want to be the King of Pentacles. So that is all I have for this. Concludes the actual reading for you, Gemini. I hope that you found this reading very helpful, and if you did, don't forget before you leave to do a like and a subscribe. Okay, I'm now gonna have used shuffle the cards that we're gonna use to answer your personal question. So I find that asking that question with a clear mind and heart makes this work better for you, or should work better for you. So to do that, go ahead and take 2 to 3 nice, deep, slow breaths, and just try to relax and feel, ready for your question, and focus on your question when you ask it. And if it involves a person, you can go ahead and say their name. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle these while you're doing that. Ooh, this card came out. Okay, are you ready? We actually have 2 answers for you because that card fell out. Right, here we go. You have 2 answers. Happiness, new discoveries that lead to celebrations. Love yourself first. That really kind of goes with your reading, but if you have a question about what to do, or this is saying focus on your happiness. And then here it says, we also talked about that, but this is for your question. I'm just saying it also ties nicely to the reading. Leap of faith, taking a risk, stepping into the beauty of the unknown. So if you want to be happy, you're going to have a leap of faith. That's probably why this other card fell out, to make sure you had the complete answer that you needed. I hope that did answer your question. And so that's all I have for you, Gemini. Again, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you listening. And again, please be sure to like and subscribe. Share this video with someone you think would also enjoy hearing it. And take good care, stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy life, okay? And until next time, best wishes always. Bye now.